it all in action. We are jumping in to our third game of the day, and I can't wait to see how this one turns out because the first two have definitely been big surprises. It's been unorganized, the most consistent of them all. Will they take first place after this game?
We will have to see, as we do see everybody just landing about where we expected here. Tag really spread out here, as they are not expecting any competition in staging, all things considered. And Nerf landing in their lava siphon area, also getting high tier loot. They are not, man, look, they didn't need more stuff. Like, they already do fine coming out of lava siphon with regular loot. Y'all don't need to give them more loot.
It's true. It's going to be a nightmare for the rest of the lobby. If you'll forgive the pun, if you guys have been watching Nerd Street for a while, you'll know nightmare often make an appearance in here. But the real question is going to be, where are they going to exert all of the additional power? Where will Nerf focus next? A big part of that, of course, is going to have to do with where that ring ends up pulling them. And for right now, at the very least, Tap Strafers were clearing back towards Geyser. Have an idea of at least how they want to play out the next couple minutes. I wouldn't be surprised to see them honestly potentially take a fight right here. As it seems like You Triggered Me may have spotted somebody, although he could just be faking us out.
Yeah. Could be just playing with our minds, playing with our eyes. As, yeah, Clibbert will now just get over with the rest of the team. We will see where this ring is going to start pulling here eventually, as Team Inferno also clearing out onto the thermal station as well. Things pretty much just going to work out slowly for now.
Level 2. Listen, let's move.
Sriracha actually in a fight. Oh, wait, there's a couple more people here than expected.
Seems like ring's going overlook now, doesn't it? As soon as we see these people start to pile in over here, as soon as Sriracha take these silos, we know, and everybody knows now. If you can hear the fire out here, oh my god! If you can hear the fire out here, you can hear the sounds of death as well. Irish might just drop down, try and get the full thirst on this Valkyrie. He does spot out that he's got a little bit more company than expected. You can only hope the team is on the way because he may not be able to survive. Reloads the R99 though, doesn't quite find the next couple shots and still hasn't gotten that thirst to the game for. But now, as the backup of his squad, as Fatal meets his end, we move ourselves down to 12 squads before Ring 1 even starts closing.
Yeah, Sriracha coming out on top, getting themselves some points. They are one of the teams that was out of our top 10, so getting that KP is going to help out big time, on top of the fact that they are now also, you know, getting points because we are in the top 12. So this is great. Nerf, though, also looted up something fierce here, already have all purple shields. This is terrifying. I'm expecting to start to see something like we got game 1 where Nerf just had complete control. Now we do have the ring shown here. Geyser is the most populated area around here. As you can see the ring pull it over. Fragment East will be in it a little bit as well, but it is once again not the most covered.
No, this is a very weird ring as well, because it's very similar to what we got last time, but instead of just the real one place that it can close right in the open, this one actually has 3. You can close around Geyser off to the north end of it, you can close on the north end of Lava Siphon, or you can close to the south end of No Name, right next door to the tunnel. And that's actually the one that I'm expecting here the most of all. I'd like to see some more squads that were over in Overlook make their way towards No Name, start picking up those buildings, because there's no better place to actually demonstrate the way that you can take angles with buildings and convert them into late game success than there is when rings pull over towards No Name that do exactly that.
Yeah, Inferno actually might be in a fight here. I heard a Bloodhound ult.
They opted into this fight. They landed short, so they better be able to win it. That's all I'm saying. And Inferno seem to be doing just that. Turning onto not Daniel.
There's more
quite
coming.
a bit of damage to Nice, but seems like it's Illuminate that they were walking into right now, and Infernal getting out at the moment with Tag taken to the high ground, though we saw them play Grandma's House earlier to great success, and this time they are not on the time constraint that they were earlier. Tag may end up finding a few kills from above. They get spotted out by Inferno, but they're taking the zip line right in between. Illuminate and Infernal. So we'll see how that ends up working.
Yeah, Tag already getting one down. This is a great spot for Tag and Illuminate. I think, honestly, it is just who is going to go down first here, as Tag, with this high ground, capable of just raining down Hellfire from above as this Gibby is going to fall.
Nice spots there from Tag. They're going to be able to clean up a few of these kills. We already saw them start this one off, and a very nice festive L-Star skin to boot as well. Really sends me home with a feeling of joy in my heart, some warmth for our boys over at Transatlantic Gaming, who now get that extra bit of loot, but crucially, and I really like this, do not give up this high ground. Grandma's house that they currently hold converts really nicely into 2 different possible ring poles. So this, holding it, is the best choice that they could possibly make. Team Unlucky trying desperately to wrestle it away. You can tell that it's definitely some choice real estate they've got.
Absolutely, and Team Unlucky, another team to keep our eyes on, just teetering over the edge of the elimination side here. So they are a team that we want to see more out of, and they are going up against Tag, one of the stronger teams in this lobby. So this is their chance to show something, or it's their chance to fall even further behind here.
For the moment, it seems like they're holding on. However, Inferno, not so much. I believe they have met their fiery end here, as last member should have gone down. May have gotten a res in the meantime. We'll check in with that later. Team Unlucky are really forcing the issue up against Transatlantic Gaming, and this is a big, big test. Team Unlucky should not be able to force this. However, Transatlantic Gaming can put them in their place, and as they get rushed, we'll see if they're able to hold on. Double domes end up going down from up top. Wingman Enjoyer is just absolutely decimating, taking out Escape, taking out Clayburg. Transatlantic were not able to hold on and will lose their spot in the lobby. Give Unlucky quite a bit of confidence.
Yeah, and Transatlantic Gaming going out fairly early, all things considered. They had such a good spot, but unfortunately the push coming through from Unlucky, doing a huge flank there at the end. And now Team Unlucky, honestly, I think are a team that may be looking to go deep into this game. We've not seen as much as we expected from them, but now things are looking up for them. We'll see if they can take advantage of this here and start to be more of a threat.
It's been big underperformances for them in games 1 and 2.
Yes.
So I'm happy that they get this bit of momentum right now, because with the KP and with already making it into those top 9, I'm expecting big things. If you can start off positively, sky's really the limit for a team like Unlucky, but it is going to be really tested later on, as different point in the ring right now, I believe, over by Big Mod. Getting a fight off by Geyser, and this is right for the third party. Unfortunately, no one's really around.
Yeah, it is Survive getting into this fight here, and they are getting pushed, but I don't know if this is one they won.
Seems like it's right now, but it is a 1-for-1 at the moment, and just like that, they turn it around. Survive Noodles end up holding on. We've also seen them make it into endgame. This one definitely shows me that it's no accident. However, Nerf is coming up behind them, and despite the fact that Survive ended up taking out Tap Strafers, I'm not sure they're ready for Nerf.
Not at all, because you can see the scout doing work. Messiah taking some damage, though.
Up ditching off of that, I want to say, small little bit of high ground, not exactly a head peak. Nerf will have a difficult time pushing up to this, but instead finding Flesh. It seems like there's a third party out here to assist them. Nerf are going to go on the wide flank, the big flank, as we've got Unlucky and Nerf on either side of you. It is a death sentence for sure, but one that's going to be really exciting to watch. Survive Noodles end up going low, end up losing one. Awans ends up going low as well, but crucially gets that big heal off in the form of a shield bat, while Messiah holds up the high ground. Unlucky now know that there is definitely a third party involved in this. Well, Survive just tries to survive.
Yeah, not looking great for them, but they are going to hide things out. I think Unlucky and Nerf are a little scared of each other and don't want to greed for this, so it is turning into a little bit of like a late game scenario where you don't want to be the team that pushes first. Unlucky, though, getting some damage down.
Nice bits of it as well. End up finding Flesh. Oi Senpai potentially enabled on this push. Now thinking about going in towards this RV. The Arcstar will buy him time and space. It's all about watching where this portal now goes. As Team Unlucky have the data that Nerf are on the retreat with turns so low, though they don't know it. You could really pick up several kills here, and Nerf are going to be picked up either way, it seems, as they've run into a solo. They end up taking out the last member of Sir Noodles. That's going to be it for them. Nerf have lost one in the meantime, and Unlucky, they are on the hunt.
Yeah, Unlucky are able to get their Bloodhound back up, but it is really up to whether or not they can push this here. They will be able to take out one, so ones is going to be going down. But will Nerf be able to get back in, get that banner, or just back away, run 2-man for the rest of this game? Great stuff from Team Unlucky, who really seem to have found their stride this time around.
Yeah, they pick up another couple of kills, and I'm really impressed with the way that, I think it's important, respectfully, they end up playing that fight as well. The big turnaround from game one, they spot out that there is a third party, or that they are the third party, and realize that there may be a little bit more to contend with, play that fight slow, and it ends up meaning that they get to stay alive, they get to be in the power position, and now have their choice of how they exit. Do they go down to the low ground, or do they opt into Geyser? I'm liking the Geyser move, it seems like they are too.
Yeah, I think that's the best one. Sriracha, the team we saw early and then have not heard from again, just hanging out in Fragment. I think they may have been expecting more people in that area, but now I'm only just finding people as they're leaving and heading towards the ring. So should be fairly safe here.
Try and take this chokehold a lot like we saw in game two. Choke point's actually not a bad place to be, despite the fact that they seem rather open, exposed on both sides. A lot of them do offer quite a bit of cover, as long as you're able to control the appropriate areas. So I really like the move from Sriracha. It'll get them into a good spot for later on in the game. However, not the only ones that are around. We've got a little bit of action brewing over here. Remember that this one likely to pull into No Name, or at least so we thought at the beginning of the game. Seems like it may be going a little bit further in towards the south if these teams moving are any indication.
Absolutely, and you can see there's actually a couple of squads in this area here. Unorganized are still around, so they are looking to do great for themselves in terms of points. They have not had the same level of action that Nerf has. And maybe that might be to their benefit, just considering how much they've had in terms of at least trying to keep their team members alive. Hopefully,
if this ends up keeping them alive. No data Valkults are not my favorite, I will say. Trying to land on Grandma's house, they're actually just going to go for it. They realize there are two members outside. Aren't they going to be able to take this right now? Unorganized find themselves with a barrage of shield swaps. Now, also a fight to contend with. They've made the landing into the building, but the fight is far from there as Psycho doesn't get the chance to heal up. Unfortunately, you can't escape once you pop into this bubble, and Roy ends up going down alongside Psycho. This is MNK assist that Unorganized have opted into. Seems like for right now, it's not punishing them too badly. They've got the caustic. They should be able to reset here. The biggest problem is that they can't get inside. They're knocked to Gibraltar, can't find safety, and it leads them to overextend. Unorganized lose another, and MNK assist may very well have this fight.
Yeah, they do, and MNK assist take out one of the contenders for Nerf. Nerf have to be breathing a small sigh of relief here, because now they are going to be getting a couple more points due to placement, despite the fact that things were getting rough for them.
Blind Valkults are very, very scary things, guys. Be wary of them in your games at all times. Ooh, we got a glimpse of the map there. We're going into Geyser. Thank God for that. I love you, observers. We're going down towards the south, and now it gives us an even better conception here. As it seems like Zone's likely to continue pulling that way, actually leaving MNK assist in a very, very nice position.
Did we actually lose Nerf, or is that... I think we may have actually lost Nerf at some point.
We did, I think.
All right,
What's that blue? I can't really read the blue.
Yeah, the blue is very difficult to read, but there are 3 people there, so I don't think that is Nerf. So I think actually Unorganized will be doing fine there. Unlucky though, yeah, holy, they are just ready to go. Look at this setup. They've got the care package, they've got the shields, they've got tons of meds. If they get like a Kraber or something here, I'm done. They win.
Tell you what, Wingman enjoyer, for somebody who enjoys the Wingman, he's got some pretty good recoil control on the flat line as well. Some nice shots shot up towards the north, and this
Ooh,
is
this
the
is a
money
great.
shot. Oh my
I love
lord.
this.
It gives us all of the data. It is perfect and really illustrates the great spot and sometimes the unlucky spot a lot of these guys are in, because we take a look at MNK assist for a while. Or for example, they've got Tribe right below them. Tribe, I don't believe, are full squad either, so they're in danger of being cleaned up.
Yeah, tripping now, trying to at least get some damage on the oh my god, I keep thinking it's Team Unlucky. Trying to get some damage onto Unlucky, but I think they're a little scared to try and pull the trigger into that, because there is so much protection. MNK Assist also hiding out nicely, and they do have a Kraber for themselves. This is gonna get spicy. I feel like the two teams that really have a shot at winning this are MNK Assist as well as Team Unlucky. But we'll have to see, because some of these teams on the outside may be able to make a move.
Oh god, the crouch walk, it may just doom them. Big Jimmy in the front there, but crucially, Wraith's passive actually provides quite a bit of useful data there, as they know that they were spotted, end up using that portal to make the rest of the journey safely and deny a potential knock from MNK. I believe it is a 3-man actually that's moving here.
Quite possibly, as they are just gonna have the Valk just run to make the movement. But yeah, like you said, it almost turned into something, but the Wraith passive. One of the passives that I think a lot of people are like, oh, this is just not really useful, turns into something incredibly useful there.
Yeah, very small detail, but likely what ended up prompting that rotation. For our last 5 squads, every move matters, even that, and I do like the expenditure of the ultimate to keep yourself in the game. It now actually gives you a really nice spot as well, as Tribe have moved themselves up around that area, I want to say just on the lower ground off of the big mod choke point in Geyser, giving them a lot of space to work with, and most importantly, quite a bit of time to determine what their next move is. Is this next round just finished closing? They've got a lot of evaluation space, but unfortunately from that high ground, it seems like not everybody does.
Yeah, Sriracha also just kind of looking to try and survive for the time being. They do not want to get in a fight, because they do not have the shields to really win against most of these late game teams. Although, hold on.
I'm sorry. No, they're gone. They're out. I'm sorry, Tribe. I said that you had some time to evaluate. Doesn't look like that was true in the end. Unfortunately for them, they're out now, and all up to the next couple fights to determine things. Last 4 teams remaining, and already Zanabu's going pretty low. Tripping may be in trouble, especially as Unlucky come in.
Unlucky coming in. I do want to point out that it was Unlucky that got those kills. They're not going to be pushing on that, so it is just a free bit of loot. I'm tripping now.
Sandwiched in the middle, Trippin, unfortunately, are gonna bite the dust. A nice frag finishes them off. That means the Team Unlucky now have the data that they've got a squad in front of them. We already know, of course, that it is MNK, but what they don't know is that they were going to have to deal with the squad from the side, and ends up costing one of them their lives. Fortunately enough, it's not the Gibraltar, just your Valkyrie. You'll be able to get up inside the building. Boy Senpai, however, having a very difficult time getting into the building. He is going to go down with no time on that dome either. Boy Senpai is going to meet his end. Last 3 squads, but Team Unlucky are put in a seriously hampered position now.
Absolutely, and you can see it is MNK Assist that are still around here. So they are feeling very fine. Not going to be able to get that Gibby back into the fight, and Wingman and Joy and Prodigy Aces are going to have to pull this out as a 2-man squad if they want to make it work.
They may just be able to do it, depending on how this ring closes. There's a big chance that MNK will have to fight Sriracha on the other side. But Sriracha is so focused up on this high ground that they may just get hit in the side without even knowing it. They're exposing themselves on a lot of angles, having taken the low ground right now, and one has to wonder if this will ultimately bite them. They've got very little to work with. This dome may be the only thing between them and the end game. Unlucky for the moment. Oh my lord. Are just very lucky to have a little bit of time.
Yeah, they will be able to just hide out for now. Some ult accelerants to get the Bloodhound back up to snuff here. Now, it is important to note that it is very tough for Sriracha to actually get out of this position safely unless M&K assist or Team Unlucky really push this issue. So it is really a two-man race, I feel like, but if one of these teams pulls the trigger early, that is the go button for Sriracha, and they can try and make this work. But you can see how tough it is to position anywhere that's safe.
That might have been enough, especially for the headshot. However, seeing the respawn beacon come in, MNK says, know that you are weak and are going to push, try and finish this one off. And Amigo should be able to get the kills off. He's got Crispy Bacon at his back, healing any sorts of damage that may come in. Crispy Bacon, though, does get lasered from the side. And remember, you can't forget about Sriracha, who we're definitely looking for the win just as much as anyone else. We're still in with 3 squads. I believe that mobile res did come down, but no actual res came in off of it. Yoroi turns his attention back into their previous home.
Yeah, they are thinking about it. They're trying to get as many pot shots as they can. I feel like this is really up to M&K to make this work.
Got 3 full squads of 3 right now. Is Unlucky hit the ground once more. They've got their Gibraltar back in, and if he can get a little bit of loot laying around the floor here and there, potentially a loot box, we're actually going to be in a perfect position for Unlucky to take this game. Watch that Kraber, though. Like you said, last shot, and it's got to be head on. It's got to be perfect. MNK are looking for it right now. They want this push, but they can't afford to tank too much of the zone. Crispy Bacon takes the 1 tick. Dome may have to be used right now, but now it is the battling of the Titans. Dome does get used. MNK by themselves a little bit of time. We've got 2 domes down, but the push is coming out. And interestingly enough, a 3rd one ends up going as well. 116 is big for Crispy, but he's not going to be able to get this shield bat off in time.
Watch Sriracha.
The dome does end up expiring, and from the side, it is Team Unlucky that have turned this on its head. Yoroi ends up going down, and MNK, so they're cleaning up kills. They are not safe by any means. No shields here, just the knockdown shield to play with. We're down to our last 2 squads, and it's Unlucky versus MNK. Full-time knockdown shields to work with. Oh, it's Crispy taking the ring. He doesn't have the dome to work with, and MNK, they're gonna go out. Unlucky, you would reverse card them to take the win.